All right, guys. Welcome everybody. This is OG Prime Cuts Calls. Here with an amazing new token and platform coming out, OG Token. This is an AMA for that. Hopefully, we can be informative and get you guys hype about this launch, as hype as we are. So that's me. I'm also here with my boy Thick and Chow.
Yeah.
They're going to help out here. And Joey and I see Jawad's back. You guys just want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah. Can you
Yeah.
hear us though? Oh, okay, you can go first.
Okay. Hi, OG Prime. How are you doing?
What's up, buddy? Good to have you.
Yeah, glad to be here as well. Thank you guys for attending at this late time. And sorry for the problem earlier. I really couldn't hear anything. I would just join through my phone, but I wanted to set it up from my computer so that it would be better. Okay. So I will start by introducing myself. My name is Jawad. I'll be the smart contract developer for OG Token. Also the tech lead. I'll be taking care of OG platform, the smart contracts for both OG Token and the OG platform as well. And everything that has to do with design, everything that has to do with pictures, videos, with posts, with the social media that will be connected to organic growth. So this is a small introduction about my part on this job or on this crypto project. Joey will be taking care of most of the talking, and if there is anything that needs to be added on the technical side or within her points, I'll be glad to add.
Thank you, partner. Hi everyone. Thanks for having me here. I know it's a bit too early for some and a bit too late. Some smack in between, which is perfect time. But we are all in different time zone and perhaps I've picked the wrong one. But despite the time zone, I'm really happy that we're all here, despite the crowd. I'm Joey, as you guys know. I take care of project management in OG, business relationship management, marketing related queries, customer relationship management. So more towards the execution piece. I'm more of an operations person, and I deal with our internal lawyer for writings. If you see for any writings, legal documentation, normally I take care of all those. Like it doesn't mean that I write most of it. I write the red paper, but for example, like on our platform in future, you see privacy notice, you will see terms of use. Those two things, for example, I will coordinate them with our lawyer, things that you should know. In the past, I had another project. It's called BNB Cash. I left back in October. We founded OG in organic growth. In November, we started the development. We built the company in Singapore back on December, which it took us some time back then to get the documentations across, but we got there. So right now, we are very near to our pre-sale, which is in a week. And we're here to answer some questions that you guys may have about the project or the platform. And yeah, this is a little bit about me.
Nice. We're all happy to hear and learn about the project. I know there's a lot of different facets to it. Can you explain a little bit about the utility of your token?
Yeah, so like what Jawad has mentioned, I'll be doing most of the talking because I take care of business most of the time in terms of operations, and I love talking.
Brains, right?
Not exactly. I'm the executioner. if that makes sense. We both discuss on things that we do, but a lot of time I take execution, I take action of what happened. So in terms of utility of the token or the platform, actually we have quite a number of things that we do. OG token itself is a native token for multiple items, but the main thing is for our platform. So what does our platform do? Our platform is actually some sort of like a freelance platform, but it's really focused on freelancers. It's focused on. Sorry, I keep hearing buzzing sound. Can you guys hear it, or it's just me?
No, I don't have that.
I don't hear it.
Okay.
Anybody else hear it?
Yes. Okay. So we use the native token on the platform as a mode of payment, but there's multiple ways to pay, of course. But if OG token is being used on the platform, it will trigger the escrow function. So we have this escrow function to fix some issues that are currently in the market. For example, I've helped out in projects before. I own project before, and I can see some project owners here, and a number of you who have helped in projects before. Give me a hands up if you have all been scammed by some marketer before in some sort of way.
Oh,
Yeah, we all have.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, so it's actually a much more common thing that than people think, because I guess in BSC especially people will think, oh, rug projects, but what they don't know is legit projects get scammed the other way as well. So the platform itself is born out of a need. We have a token that associate with it so that we are able to distinguish the volume of how much has been done. So this is just one thing of what the token does. Apart from that, it's also used for payment for OG services. So what is OG services? So very much like what call groups do, we will have different sessions of AMA. We will have different ways to promote the project, but it's not limited to that. So we have ads on the advertisement spaces on the platform that people can pay for, but very, very selective. So when we start off the project, we want to be very, very careful who we put on all of it, because they have to meet very strict criteria. Not everybody that pays for the spot gets to be there, and not everybody is there actually paid for the spot. So if you feel like projects deserve that attention, even if that day is booked out, but we feel like it's time for us to put it in there, like for them to appear, to push that project, we will do so. Like for example, for some of our early partners, the token is also used to pay. Wait, sorry, I'm just trying to think because there's quite a few things. The platform, the escrow feature, then we have OG services. Yeah, you can pay for leaderboard structure. So the leaderboard, if you guys have gone to coin listing sites, you'll normally see short leaderboards plus a long list of votes, but we will not have a long list of votes. We'll have main leaderboards. Again, this is to there's two phases of the leaderboard. There's the organic part of the leaderboard, and there's the paid part. So what does the organic part of the leaderboard do? Maybe I should show you guys, and that would be a bit clearer, right? Just give me a moment. Let me display my screen.
Yeah, that would be amazing. We can see some things firsthand.
Yes, sure. Can you guys see my screen yet?
No,
not yet.
there it is.
Damn, that looks good.
Awesome. Thanks. So this is the token page. But yesterday, we released the homepage of the platform. So if you click on here, Launch App button, or if you put in ogtoken.io/home, you'll come to the main page. So you'll see over here, obviously this is just some dummy data because we have not launched these services yet. This is the organic part of the leaderboard, the employer and the freelancer. You will have 10 different spots only. The employers are normally project owners, so you will see 10 different projects here. The amount of jobs that they have paid to hire, the amount that they have spent, overall rating that they did receive as well, because it's two ways. And obviously for employer there isn't a tag, but this refers to main services that they did request for. So what is the benefit of this organic chart for employer, aka most of the time would be crypto owners, crypto project owners? So I guess as people who invest, that I do invest, some problems that we do see in the market right now is when I go to different projects, I'm not sure sometimes, when they say, oh, we've done some marketing, it might not be apparent. They might not have done it, or they have done it, but it's not effective. We don't really know. But if they actively use OG token to acquire for services, we'll be able to see it. And we might even be able to guide them through, because the list of freelancers later on, we can search for them and see who is doing really well. And we can suggest that as investors. So it's not even a cost. It's not like we're forcing them to sign up, but there's a platform where they can make that judgment themselves. So this is extremely important because you can also see how much money is being spent for the projects. Obviously, if the freelancer or the person making the influence for the project is not here, you can't see the amount being spent. But you can always click onto the profile. You can also see some details of what they have put in. It could be that they could put in their other budget in other areas, or they could even influence the freelancers to join the platform just to get the statistics there. Because being a project that spent quite an amount in a marketplace in a way, is good. Like you get a good impression of it. So the organic part for freelancer, again, the names are all dummy. The amount is a dummy amount. This is extremely good for freelancer. Why? I think show of hands here for everyone who has at least heard one time, "Hey, sir, I have a marketing proposal," in a group.
Oh, that's
How many times today?
that's my go-to when I join new projects.
Yeah, even on not just new projects, I think even on seasoned projects, people still do come in. Like you will see this as a very normal walk-in issue. So how can we address the gap? I think a lot of time people don't take in walk-in marketers is because, one, we don't know if it is true, or two, we have been scammed so many times we no longer are able to tell, or three, it's just too many of them, too spammy, and we can't find out. But if they all gather in the platform, they should have their own rating, the amount that they have earned, the amount of jobs they have done, what category are they. And when you click into them, you can see all the comments that were made on past interactions, as in past transactions. So it's really helpful. So this is just the main page, and this is the organic board. What the token can be used for is here. So they can pay for the spots 1 to 10. Okay, this needs to be fixed, but it shouldn't have like amount, because obviously it's different because they pay for it. It'll be different parameters. I don't think it's updated on time. My apologies, but it's still dummy data. We have not launched it yet. It's just to let you guys know a feel of it. So there's ways to sort it, but it's not live just yet. So FYI is coming soon. So few things for the token. Another utility is we have two modes of payment, like I've mentioned earlier. One is BNB, one is BSD. If the employers opt to use OG token, it's completely free of transaction fee on the platform. They have to purchase the token, yes, but on the platform, there's no transaction fee for the employer. And if the freelancer choose to accept OG token instead, the fee will be much lower. Instead of a traditional 10%, if they accept with BNB or BSD, it can be from 1% to 5%, depending on the tiering of your account. And why is that important, and why is that something that I would like to mention right now, is because a lot of freelance platform, they take at least about 15 to 20%. So it's quite a bit. It's quite a lot. You see the category here. Okay, so that's a few ways of how the utility of the token can be driven. We're really pushing the usage of it. So it's not just, oh, we created, this is the native token, but the usage of it, we will really push for it. I know it's a really long answer. I'm sorry, but it's quite a few things that we're doing. So.
For sure. All that sounds great, and it's going to help out every aspect of crypto, from the dev to the marketers to the customers. So this platform is crazy, and that kind of brings me into my next question. You've been involved in a lot of other projects. You've done well in the space. You earned a good name for yourself thus far. How did this project really come about? Like, why now for you to take on this big undertaking? Because it seems like it's a huge project, and it's gonna be massive, but it's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. How come you decided to take this on, and why now?
Yeah, so thanks for the question. I think it's a really well thought out one. So the timeline is definitely something, there's a few things that you mentioned, why now? And, it's a lot of things. So I guess let me share a little bit of the timeline. Earlier, I briefly mentioned that we started organic growth development back in November. And the only reason why we were able to do so is because we've had quite a number of large investors who wants to be angel investors in the project, means they want a part of it. And we managed to settle down with 2 person. So they've put in some money along with Jawad and I, about a total of $100,000. We raised about that from 4 of us. And we decided to develop the platform first. So that's November last year. That's really 4 months ago. In between, we've done a lot of things. We did not want to launch the token back then because we feel that there's a lot of, since we have already obtained an amount of money, there's no reason to launch the token first. I guess a lot of work that we can do at the background to just prove more of ourselves to the community that, regardless of people knowing me or not, I would like to keep that, good reputation of being a good executioner, someone who do keep their promise. Hence the reason why I plan not to have the pre-sale or launch the token before we are near to completion of the platform. So back in February, we had a private sale. We've done multiple things. We only want to launch it in March because the platform should be ready about first week of April. The platform is mostly ready, just some little tweaks that you see that we need some writing changes. The function, the thing that is taking a lot of time is our personal dashboard for the admin site for us to manage the platform. That is very important because we need to sort out a lot of customization. And if the dashboard is not smooth, that will be a lot of issues. So within the platform itself, it's mostly done. The admin dashboard for OG team itself, no. And we have to test out the escrow function once the token is launched. So we couldn't launch the platform with the token, because the tokens, Jawad has specifically reminded and mentioned to me that we need to launch first. The token needs to be tested in the escrow to see if there's any problem or rejection. We need to test all scenarios and how we can, reject the escrow or push through the escrow, and if there's any issue. So that's a little bit of background about how we came about, why we are only launching now, and what's happening later on in a short while. Thanks for the question.
Nice. Yeah. It was informative. I'm glad that you got an answer to the questions right away. So you obviously your platform. You've been going through this for at least 4 months. So obviously the best about the project. All the ins and outs, and for you to easily be able to share them is great. And I appreciate it. Next, I'm going to go to my boy Chow. He's going to take over the next section. He's got a couple more questions for you.
Yo, what's good? How are we?
Great. How's everyone?
Yeah, doing really well, thank you. Hope everyone else is doing well too. Great answers to the questions that you've already been asked, by the way. So I've got a couple, or we'll say 3 questions, if that's all right. I just want to know what your next steps are in this project. For now.
Yeah, that would fall under business development as well, which is my forte. So today is the 5th of March. It's really the beginning of all our major marketing pushes. Before that, we did not have any major pushes. Our team grew quite organically. None of it were paid, actually, for people that came in from different groups. Actually, we partnered with Sir Investment Group, and they had a lot of affiliates that they have shared some whitelists out a bit earlier. So we got a huge amount of people surging when we did not expect. So actually, the marketing rollout will really start from this AMA onward. So this is like an officiator. Previously, we had a preview with Crypto Canteen with a very tight group, but now it's the big push, and we'll have 9 AMAs. We'll land in different areas. If you guys see the AMA schedule that we have, we start off with Prime Cuts, and later on we have Sir Investment Group, we have Caesar's Call, we have Crypto Legion, Crypto Ballers, Phoenix, Venom calls. I feel like I've left someone. Crypto Predator in Philippines, quite a big group. And we'll have Crypto Canteen again to wrap everything up. So that's just for marketing AMA. We have also booked for promotion spots on CoinSniper for a good 7 days just to begin, because it's quite pricey. But we will continue for the spots later on. We have booked 2 weeks on CN Token. They will all start. CN Token will start on the 7th of March. I think we'll push it to 10th, just like CoinSniper. CoinSniper is starting at 10th. We'll have pop-up banners for Organic Growth Token on CN Token. Sorry, I'm trying to remember everything that we have done. We have articles written out for us in some well-known IDO pre-sale site on their call groups, and we'll have some reminders going there. We have about 40 call groups in line right now that is pending to share on the project. We have ongoing Gleam. There's a separate program for some of the Discord users that one of the there's a whale group that caught their interest, and they have a Discord to push our whitelist spots. So quite a few things going on leading to the pre-sale, but that's just really for marketing. Honestly, the next steps that I do want to focus on is the development of the platform. So what really is happening from now is, obviously, we're preparing for pre-sale in this 1 week, and that's what I'm talking about. But later on, when the token is launched, our main focus will not be marketing yet. So we will focus on more partnerships with different projects. So if you have someone that manages projects, let us know that you think has good potential, because we will partner with them where possible, help them promote when we're live, and they can cross promote our community. So this project is really strong because I feel that we are able to cross utilize each other's community all the time from different projects. And the benefit of people partnering with us is those community can be shared to their ground. So if they need something, like if they need AMAs on their end, even if it's not it's not on our site, but if it's partner, we will let people know, invite them over. They can have a boost of people. They can have another crowd. So we're really focused on partnership and landing freelancers by then. We have some people who are really interested. We already have some partnerships, but we want to be able to build more user base before we launch the platform. So we have to test the escrow feature during those moments.
Oh, we lost you, Joey. Or I can't hear.
Sounds like the team's been incredibly busy anyway, to just throw that out there whilst the microphone's off.
Yeah, they've been on the grind for a long time now to try to bring this to fruition.
Yeah, definitely. And it sounds like they're going to get a lot of questions saying when marketing.
Yeah, no, it's a kick-ass platform.
Yeah, dude, definitely. It's crazy the amount of information they've got. Can't seem to hear you still, Joey, just to let you know, unfortunately.
Uh-oh. Hate it when that happens.
All the time. Technical issues.
What else is new?
Yeah, right.
Oh, so I was gonna have to take over the whole thing.
Yeah, she just texted me. She's gonna rejoin the call. Yeah.
Nice.
She's back in. Hopefully, works out this time.
Drum roll, please.
Uh-oh. Joey.
No, unfortunately, we can't hear you still.
She can talk, I can read lips. I'll just
Yeah.
Oh, G Prime, you're the best.
Amazing.
All right, well, Child, you gotta. Jawad can probably take over. Trying to answer your next question if you got one. I'm sure he's well informed as well.
Yeah, of course, man. If you don't mind, I've got two more. They'll be quick, I'm sure. Just to give some other people a chance to talk or whatnot. But one of them was what's the vision for the future? I know you kind of went over it a little bit more earlier, but what is your main vision, I guess, for the project once it's all taken off?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
All good?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to answer that question until Joey comes. Okay, give me 1 moment. Sorry.
There it is.
I'm a guy now.
I thought you were talking States.
No, we're in the same spot. We're in the same place. Can you guys hear me though?
Yeah.
Okay. That's great.
She ran over to his house that quick.
I was like, running. Let's make it happen. Okay, I'm a little uneasy with this setup, but okay. I think you guys asked about the vision of the project, was it?
Yeah, so the visions for the future of the project or whatnot.
Yeah, so for us, it's what we do want to do is make a difference in the space. We want to be able to be the one-stop marketing hub for people, not just for the project owners or the people that need work, but also we're talking about investors. So it's important that we grow in the space together. I think a lot of projects, they don't survive. A lot of legit projects, they don't survive either because they don't have enough coverage, awareness, or they just don't know how to market themselves. But for us over here, we want to be able to help. And this doesn't have to be monetary. We are happy to help projects that we think really require advices. We'll try to link them up. We'll give them context. We'll try to push what they are doing. We'll try to push their project. We'll try to push their presence, grow together with them. So really our long-term vision is to be able to build a good relationship between different projects. And we want to be able to influence this to different projects and make sure that they think about partnership, about growth in the long term, not a short term thing, and realize that, if you're a startup, it's really hard for you to survive. And if you do team with different people, your likelihood to survive is higher and the likelihood of you being able to achieve greater heights is higher. Hence the name organic growth. So we want to be able to organically grow. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That's awesome. Thank you for that. Just a quick one off the back of those questions. Earlier, you mentioned that you'd have different types of payments, and I was just interested in what kind of payments do you reckon you'll be getting involved? Like, I don't know, down the line, obviously. Like, will it be in BNB, Fiat, Apple Pay, that sort of stuff? Like,
yeah. So, just in the beginning, we will accept two modes of payment. One is our token. Another one is not our token, which is we start off in Binance Smart Chain because it's cheap, it's easy to manage. Well, I shouldn't use the word cheap. It's affordable. It's really quick. And it's easy to. Hello?
Hello.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we're still.
Okay. Okay, I thought I have to run over to the other side this time. Anyway, I forgot where was I. Yeah, so there's only two modes of payment right now. So either you pay with BUSD or BNB or our token. But in future, what we do want is an easier way is to be able for them to pay with credit card, but not credit card for the services. It's for them to purchase the token. Because if you can use credit card directly and pay somebody, that's really no different from many freelance platform, and it defeats the whole purpose of us being in the crypto space because we want to push the crypto utility. So we'll start off with BSC or BNB chain as we know it, since the name has changed. But later on, we will have different network. First, we want to be able to stabilize everything that's in this chain, make sure that our upgrades of the platform is stable before we introduce to other bigger chains with even more serious people, because that would, we need to make sure that everything is really good beforehand. So our different modes of payment will be different networks in a summary. My answers are always really long. I should cut them down.
I mean, it gives a lot of information. It's good to hear it as well. So at least you're smiling and stuff as well. Like I've seen other AMAs that have been like hella boring or whatnot. So at least this has got some. I mean, you're running around still. It's definitely entertaining for us as well. So thank you for those thank you for those answers, and I'll obviously let you leave on that one and pass it on to anybody else who wants to ask.
All right, we're gonna go for the next block of questions. We're gonna go to Thick. He's got a few for you, and then we'll open it up to the audience.
Oh yeah. So for the ranking, or yeah, the ranking platform you guys have for freelancers and worked with devs, how are you guys going to go about structuring that?
Do you mean the process of the transaction flow?
Yeah, like on your website, how it has like the ranking system.
Okay. How do they get to know each other? How do they know
Yeah.
each other's existence?
Yeah, and
Okay.
also too, like to be on the platform, like for you guys to promote a trusted, say, freelancer or developer to be on the platform.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Thanks for the question. Okay, I have to collect my thoughts a little bit because there's quite a few areas that we're
Yeah,
targeting.
no problem.
Let me start off with that
Maybe
you guys
maybe
already. Yeah.
Sorry,
Mhm.
yeah, maybe an easier way to go about it. So me, for example, I'm a freelancer. Same with Chow.
Mhm.
For us to get listed or to be on your platform as a freelancer for developers to come look for work for graphics or whatever it may be, how do we
Mhm.
go about that process? Like, how do you guys make sure that we're safe to work with?
Right. Okay. So there's two types of freelancers that we'll have in general. I mean, there's a lot of categories, but there will be verified freelancers and there's unverified freelancers. So the verified ones, we will ask for a KYC process to be completed. If they refuse to do so, that's fine, but they won't get a verified badge. When we send the toolkit to the employers when they begin, we will always, let them know that we prefer, please always try to use people who are verified because that would give them more credibility. Of course, nothing is fully guaranteed, but at least they are able to see who has done something serious and something for us to report if something is going wrong, as opposed to someone that we have no idea who they are, where they are from, or action that we can take in case if something happens. So in this situation, I would say, how do we determine the correct freelancers to work with? The easiest way is to see the verified badge. The second thing is on all our promoted areas. It's also available for freelancers. Normally, I think a lot of agencies would opt to use that. And if they do, again, they have to go through KYC with us, but it's going to be much stricter because we need to know the purpose of them even wanting to put themselves out there. What are they hoping to achieve and whatnot? So our verification process or our interview process is quite stringent. And that's only for the freelancers. For the employers themselves, we have different set of categories. We will also have badges. We will have KYC and audit. But KYC, we will only use very selected agencies only. We will not recognize some of them who are pretty new or some of them that we're not very sure of their presence. So we'll list down only selected ones that they should KYC with, which will also potentially be our partner, hopefully. We have spoken to some of them and they seem very interested. They can also have an audit badge. So that's for investors to see and also for freelancers to see who they are working with, because some freelancers, whether they're influencer, service provider, designer, they can be a bit picky about their client profile as well. Not everybody is happy with working for everyone. Some of them are very selective and I don't want to work with projects that I feel is dubious or there's just a lot of ambiguity that we're not sure how to thread about. So we have these two badges for employers, but that would mean that the audit is the same thing. We will only select the well-known audit firms and the ones that we potentially will partner with, not the ones that, if in order for them to get the badge anyway. Yeah, so that's the 2 criteria on their profile, but to use our services as projects is even more stringent. So just for them to be able to post something on our platform, apart from just valid KYC or audit, they need to be able to explain to us what is the reach that they want to get for their projects and what are they trying to achieve. Because then we can also let them know if this is reasonable and if the platform can do that for them. So you will know that we're very careful with the selection of what we put on the platform. We try to make it as safe as possible for both sides, for both the investors, for all 3 sides, the investors, the freelancers themselves, and of course the employers. But obviously the escrow feature is a guarantee. If let's say there's some people in the space that they just don't want to KYC, and we understand, some they could be very legit, but they are worried about KYC because the space can get a little crazy. Sometimes like us putting ourselves out there is like, hey. But yeah, so the escrow feature will really help to tackle this issue, because the whole idea of the escrow is, if I'm an employer right now, if I'm paying you right now, Chow, for some service, for example, and I say, I don't know you, and let's say you don't want a KYC, I'm not implying that you won't, I'm just saying if you don't, and I say, but I still see that you have good portfolio on your profile, I still want to try it out, but I won't pay until it's done. So you will be wondering, okay, but how do I know you have money to pay me? Because that's also something that has happened to many marketers before, where they trust the project owner or the person hiring them and end up they don't pay and block them. What can they do? Right? So I think the escrow feature will guarantee both sides. You can see that, let's say I'm the one who's supposed to pay you $1,000. So if I trigger the escrow, you'll see on the platform that is triggered. From my perspective, the money will be locked in my wallet, and I can unlock it. I have to use OG platform to unlock it. And you'll be able to monitor the amounts that is being locked right now. So you know for sure how much money is coming in to you and whether it will be paid. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, I see like other platforms like this, like Fiverr, Freelancer, and a few other ones do the same kind of thing. So that's pretty kick-ass. So you guys are gonna have obviously a way for freelancers to build up their portfolios, so developers and whoever else can go through and see kind of their style of what they got.
Yep.
Nice. And then another question too for developers when they come through to coming to try to find a freelancer that they're working with. What am I trying to say here? I guess their overall outline of it. So will it be like you guys verify to make sure that they're safe, and the developer goes through and kind of picks out the freelancer that they want to go talk to, or can like a developer put up like a post saying, like, here's my project, this is what I want, and then freelancers kind of come and bid on it? Will that be on the platform as well?
Yep. So there's multiple ways. Thanks for the question. I think that would really help us explain how the platform would look like. I think I'll give you guys a small sneak peek later. Okay, so there's multiple ways for people to reach out to services. One, freelancers can post service spots. So service spots is like a marketplace. It's a pre-ready service that they offer, like an amount and what would it encompass. Alternatively, employers themselves, they can post a job, exactly like what you were saying earlier, Thick, that, let's say right now I need someone to look into my contract codes. Okay, and that's something very common as well for developers, because there's sometimes small little things that we're not very 100% sure. We need a second opinion, for example, and say, I'll put up a title, need someone to read this function in the code and make sure that it's flawless, for example, before we send an audit. So freelancers can also bid and contact the user. The third option is if they do enroll in our premium accounts. The premium account has a special feature that not many freelance platforms have. This is very similar to LinkedIn Premium. I don't know how often you guys use or go on LinkedIn, but for a lot of recruiters around the world, for multinational companies, they do use LinkedIn Premium because they can make the first contact to another profile without being a connection. So a little similar to that, what we will have is freelancers that have the premium platform. They can use the approach function to the employers, regardless if the employer did post for a service request or if they ever had a service request. So only in the platform, they can trigger a chat and offer some services. So instead of the traditional, hey, in Telegram services, I think even right now in the chat, we can see someone like, do you need Sheila here? Things like that. But you can approach them on the platform. For people to achieve the premium status, they have paid an amount of money per month to be able to get there. Obviously, their fee will go down, but you can also see their profile, immediately click to see if they're verified. If they're verified, what have they done in the past? So you will be able to know exactly all these proposals that are coming in. Are they legit? Are they a scam? Or it looks like it's safe? Obviously nothing is 100%, but we try to introduce as many layers as possible. So there's just 3 main ways to acquire services or ad spots. Inside our dashboard, we also have ads for freelancers that they can have. When employers log in, when they look at the dashboard, they will see freelancers ads. If the freelancers log in, they will see the employers ads. We also have other ad spaces, but that will be more focused for projects. Oh, sorry, I left one major part out. We have a space on the platform at the bottom. It's called the feature part, which is our blog, where we will write interviews or we will write articles about projects and freelancers. So there's different way for them to find these people. But the day-to-day check the main 3 function that I've explained earlier.
Nice. Yeah, that's not bad. I like it. So another beauty question I got. So for doing like the paid promotions and stuff that you were showing on the other page, would you guys do it like, because I love the idea of the concept, but to bring it back into like the token part of it, would you guys be doing it like, so a paid promotion would have to be like, me as a freelancer, I have to come in and buy, say, OG tokens to pay you guys to be promoted?
Yes. So the utility of the tokens are pushed on every area that we've mentioned about what we can do. So we will have a standard fee that if they still insist to pay, they can pay that standard amount. But if they were to opt using OG tokens, let's say for our services for promotions, they get a big discount.
Right.
Alternatively, there's one thing that we forgot to mention. This is something that we are doing extra for the space, is something called the project grants. So if a project has used a crypto project as an employer, they have spent some transactions in the platform using OG token. And if they fit the criteria and if they apply for it, we'll list out a number of them. We'll send out for the community to vote who deserves the grant the most, and we'll give them a small portion of monetary support to the projects to help them with some marketing. We will give them some free marketing advices, some partnership help, and also some free promotions on our site. So this can only be unlocked if they use the token. So there are a lot of ways to use the token, actually.
Right. So it'd be kind of like for Moonarch, for example, you have to hold X amount of tokens to use their premium platform kind of deal. Is that kind of the concept you're going for?
We are not doing the holding part, because I think
Okay.
that part is always not very stable, honestly, unless if they're using it for a really long time. But if you do utilize the token quite a bit, like for example, if they use it for purchase and selling, because the fee is reduced for the employer, they don't get any fee if they use OG token. And as a freelancer, the fee is significantly dropped from 5% to 9% drop if they were to use OG token. So the benefit to people who are holding the token as these transactions go is really the taxes that's happening at the background, because a huge percent of what we have, 4% of it goes back to reflection to the holders. 2% of it we accumulate for buyback, and all the tokens that we buy back, we burn the supply. So as people use the platform, as the tokens are being utilized, the supply will gradually decrease, thus making the person holding the token much more valuable in the long run.
Oh, okay. Awesome. And then another question I got too. So say, like a whole bunch of freelancer questions, since that's what I try and do on the crypto space. So say a bunch of freelancers go through, do a bunch of jobs, because it sounds like obviously a bigger platform. And if they are getting paid in the OG token, how is the team going to deal with these freelancers withdrawing the money from the token to, say, cash it out so they can use it in their real world currency? Like say somebody does a job and it's, let's say, $1,000 worth of OG token, and they pull that out. What is like the team of OG, like, do you guys have a plan for if there is a bunch of withdrawals from freelancers?
That's actually the whole idea of it, honestly. Okay, think about when the employers, when they purchase, right? There is a 10% charge on that token that is already triggered. A good 2% of it will be reserved as money, and whatever that we buy will be burnt. This goes same way when the freelancers sell. So both sides, when they buy and sell, there will be a lot of reflection that comes in. So what we are really playing with is the volume and also the adoption of the token. Yeah, because if you adopt the token much more often when it's really utilized, the person who do hold the token, if they are not transacting with it, they will constantly be getting something as long as the trade volume is high, right? Regardless of the price. So it will be more stable as well, because there's always people buying and there's always people selling. So it's quite balanced. But at the same time, the supply goes down as we speak.
Yeah, for sure.
So it becomes like the price slowly creep up. Yeah, it will be organically growing, just like the name.
Yeah, no, I like that. That's kick-ass.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I think that's all I got. Maybe one more question. How do I become number one on OG token when the site first gets launched? You want to get picked off the top of the board.
Come, just DM me. We'll talk about it.
Sounds good.
I like this. This is good. This is what I want from AMA sessions.
No, that's awesome.
For the longevity of the projects, it has to start now.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks for your interest and questions.
I got one question before we open it up to the audience. Are you feeling Jawad set up there? Are you gonna move over to that area and put up your stuff and take his area?
No, because I don't like this spot. It's very uncomfortable and it's very near the window. The lights are too bright. I'm more of a Dracula type of person. I need darkness, or otherwise I get migraine. So I hate this spot.
It's the same question to Jawad then.
Always with both spots, so whatever that works for the AMA.
There you go. All right.
I'm the difficult one now.
All right. Does anybody in the audience have a question? I'm opening it up now for everyone. You can type it in the chat too. But if you have a question, feel free to speak up. Did Joey cover everything? I know you got a lot of information.
Yeah, I think so. That was good though. Being prepared.
Absolutely.
I talk too much.
You got a lot to say.
Yeah, it's a big ass project.
Yeah.
All right. If anybody here would like to win a whitelist spot, would like to play a game, I have a little game set up.
Oh, actually, I have one more question. I got one more. I was just thinking about it. So for the platform 2, for it going, so you'll have to create your own profile on the platform, obviously.
Yep.
So so as you come onto the platform to interact with it, do you need to have a profile set up to see the list of freelancers or say developers looking for work?
No. So they don't have to have that. Yeah. Anyone can view it.
Okay. Because the other question I got too, so when you make the platform, say OG has a project, but instead of like the transaction thing kind of going around, the OG token, would it be, do you think it might potentially be like problematic if I were to say just like go scan through the website to get work and then like do it on kind of the backside of the project, like not do it through the OG token? Like if I just hit up OG and say, hey, let's do this deal aside from the OG.
Yeah, so we have thought about that issue a lot actually from beginning. That's the reason. Yeah, that's the reason why we came up with the escrow system. So if they are well established and you feel like, you don't need the escrow and you're going behind the platform, for example, that's fine. There's no guarantee from our side about what will happen. It looks as though it's an offline transaction. Whatever happens to that person is out of our control. Whatever happens to the employer is none of what we can control because they don't have the interaction in the chat. The transaction is not triggered there. We're not liable. But if the transaction happens there and they have an escrow, that's when we can intervene wherever possible. Out of that, not our jurisdiction. So I guess the push really comes from the employer because they would say, but I'm not going to get fee if I use it here. Or, I will be able to dispute if something happens. And I might be in the chat, I might be in the running to win a project grant if I use OG token. So if you put me out of the platform, I can't enjoy any of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. That's pretty, yeah. And I guess, the safety value of it alone is enough. Never mind the kick-ass grant. That's good.
Thanks.
All right. Any more questions, Thicky boy?
No, I think I'm good now.
Actually, I have one.
All right, Tron, you got a question going?
Yeah. I really like this AMA. I'm just an investor. I'm not in for the dashboard or anything. I just want to know what can the token do for me?
Yeah, so from the investor's point of view, there's multiple things that we've thought about. So if you see earlier the leaderboard, it's really for you to see new places to hunt for gems. There are ads as well that you can see, if you were to come on our platform, that if you click on something, it's definitely legit. At least, they are well KYC, well audited and well researched to be on our platform at all. So it's a good place for you to look for investment. On the other hand, our community will be very focused to grow for other projects as well. So you will constantly hear updates of different projects being shared in the community, We will have sessions about different projects as well. So if you're holding the token, you get some of the early accesses that we do plan on having. If someone's having a pre-sale, we have not finalized the process yet, but we do plan on doing something along those lines. So you will have high amount of reflection because, as we push through the utility, there's constantly people buying and selling the token. So as a holder, there's a lot of incentive just taking our token. But on the other side, out of OG, we also know that, I am an investor. I don't put all my money in one project, right? I diversify, and that's normally how we should do because we don't know how each will perform. And I can't promise and say, guys, let's go 1000x, let's go, we'll do it, because that's not realistic. And I think a lot of this hype normally really get a lot of people wrecked, although a lot of people make money. So for us, we want to be able to grow with you in terms of portfolio as well, not just our token, if that makes sense. So being a part of the OG community helps you with gem hunting, helps you narrow down some really good projects, and it gives you good incentive in terms of reflections. And your value of the token becomes heavier as the trade volume increase because our supply will keep going down.
Okay, can I ask you one thing? So if in your dashboard, you have different kinds of employees or I can choose which one I want to invest with?
Yeah, you could. It's basically like as we build and there's more people using the platform, when you click on the employers area, you'll be able to see like different employer profile that would represent different projects, right? So you can also click to see like top earning ones. So sorry, it's top spender, people who spend the most on the platform. Are they well verified or whatnot? Do they really spend on marketing? And if they do, what do they spend on? And see, do you want to invest in the project? So it's like a research thing. You don't have to pay, but you can use it as like a research area, which is quite safe. And that's free of charge for all investors. We open up the profile to public for this very reason.
That's a great thing.
Thanks. Thanks for your question.
Yeah, great question, Tron. So another thing I was curious about. So you answered, or you asked it. I was thinking it. So good job. Any other questions from the crowd?
No.
All right, so everybody's good. We can move on to the next segment, which is a game for a whitelist giveaway. Yay!
Let's go.
I like to do games in my AMAs because they're fun, and AMAs are informative, but they don't have to be boring. They can all. Not that yours was boring, Joey. You were very informative, and we were all engaged. I wasn't trying to say that.
Damage is done, OG.
Yeah, but I like to spice it up a little bit, and I came up with a couple games here to play too for whitelist spots for OG token. So if somebody wants to play the game for a whitelist spot, speak up.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, there's a few games I got going on here. Thick, I'll give you your chance.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. Tron, I'm going to get you next. Okay, bud?
Sure.
All right. So Thick, we're going to play a little game. I made it up just for this AMA. It's called OG or not OG. That is the question. All right. I'm gonna say a name, and you have to tell me if it's a historical gangster or if I just made the name up. So, so I'll say a name, and you say yes, it's a gangster, or no, I made the name up. I'm going to
Okay.
ask 5 times. If you get 3 correct, you win the whitelist spot.
Let's go.
All right, you ready to go?
Sure.
You understand everything?
Yeah.
Thick's going to go first, and then Tron, you're going to go next. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
All right, Thick's first, and then Tron, I'll come to you after Thick. All right. The first name is Mad Dog Call.
I'm gonna say it's fake.
That is an actual gangster name.
What?
Yeah.
What a shit name. God damn it.
So that's 1 down, 1 strike.
Okay. Here we go. I'm ready for the next one.
The next one is let's go with Bigfoot Freddy.
I want to say yes, but I feel like it's not going to be it now.
So those are
Okay, I'm gonna go with.
I think
I'm gonna
Bigfoot
go with
Freddy
no again.
was.
Hold on,
Bigfoot Freddy
hold
was
on, Sausage Boy,
some-
Sausage Boy, wait, Sausage Boy, don't say nothing. It's on Thick right now.
Alright, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. I'm going with no.
It up. Bigfoot Freddy is not.
Oh my goodness. One
So
for
there's
one.
one and one. All right, the next one is Joey the Zookeeper.
I'm gonna say yes, a real one.
Nope, that's actually Joey that we are graced to be in presence with. That is a nickname we gave her back in the day.
Oh,
Joey the Zookeeper. She may be a OG right now, but she is not an old gangster.
not yet.
I thought you would like that, Joey. Threw that in there.
Yeah, I'm an old zookeeper now.
All right, you got 2 strikes.
Oh,
You need to get the next one right.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
All right. Greasy Thumb.
Yeah. Let's go. Real one.
Real one is correct.
Oh,
So Greasy Thumb is a gangster from back in the day. Yes. So 2 for 2. You need this one right to get the whitelist. If you get it wrong, so sorry.
oh no.
Let's go with Jailbird.
Jailbird.
Yeah. That's got to be one. There's no way it's not.
That is correct. It is one.
Oh.
Good job.
I wish I could trade as well as I answer questions.
Right. The comeback. All right.
Yeah.
Thick has a whitelist spot. Good job.
Beauty.
All right. Let's go to, we're going to go to Tron. He's next. Tron, you ready? The same game?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, so you understand the rules, right?
Yeah, I understand.
All right. Cool. The first one is Joey Bananas Banano. Is that a real gangster?
No.
Joey Bananas. You say no?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Sorry.
No, he's not a gangster.
He is actually a real gangster. Joey Bananas was a real gangster. All right, let's go. All right, we got the next one. Sweaty Palms Paisano.
Gangster.
No gangster. I made that up. Sorry, bud. That's 2
Can we
strikes. One
do
more.
it in a different kind of game?
Yeah, where are you pulling these names from, OG?
It's off my creative brain, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So you got 2 strikes. You need to get the next one correct. Otherwise, you're not moving forward in this game. Sorry.
Yeah.
Big Jeet Jackson. Big Jeet Jackson. Was that a real gangster or not?
No.
I made that one a Big Jeet. That's a I've known some big Jeets in my day, but none of them were gangsters. So,
Yes.
all right. So you got one right. You need to get the next two correct to win the whitelist spot.
Yeah.
Sammy the Bull.
Gangster.
That was a gangster. You are correct, sir. All right. It's coming down to the wire again. Both
Oh,
times down
fuck.
to the last question. Here we go. Let me get a. All right.
Please say Billy the Kid.
All right. Last one. Here we go. Baby Beatrice. Baby Bitrise.
Gangster.
Baby Bitrise was a gangster?
Yeah.
No, it was not. Baby Bitrise was the name of my last token I launched. So
Oh no.
sorry.
Oh, man. Nice playing with you.
Yeah, no, it was fun. I got one more game too. If somebody else wants to play for a whitelist spot. If Tron wants to try again, he can do that too. I'll allow it.
Of course.
All
Redemption.
right.
Let's see it.
Redemption. Here we go. This is a game that I made up. My last AMA. It's called Crypto 515. All right. I'm going to ask a question, and you have to give me 5 answers to that question in 15 seconds. If you do that, you're a winner. If you don't, you don't win. You understand?
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask a question. You have to give 5 answers to that question.
Yeah.
You got to be quick. 15 seconds is not as long as you think. All right. So if you're ready, I'm going to start the timer as soon as I'm done asking the question. All right. Your question is: name 5 dog coins. Name 5 dog coins. Go.
Dogecoin.
Oh fuck.
Sorry.
That's not a coin.
5 seconds. 5 seconds.
No.
Yeah. Time's up. No, you couldn't name any dog coin. What about Dogecoin? Baby Dogecoin. Shiba Inu.
I'm
Dog
new
coin.
to this, you know?
All right. Does anybody else want to play a game for a whitelist spot? Anybody else want to play a game for a whitelist spot? All right.
Well, damn.
Who doesn't have a whitelist?
Who doesn't have a whitelist wants to play a game? Info, you want to play?
Is this fast? I can answer questions.
It is fast.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So again, Crypto 515. You got to name 5 answers to my question, and you get a whitelist spot.
Let's
15 seconds though. Let's go. All right. Name me 5 of the top 25 tokens as far as market cap right now.
It has to be SafeMoon. Dodge is a token, right? I hope.
6 seconds.
Everrise, Shiba, Inu, and
Time's up.
Jesus Christ! It's too fast, man. It's too fast. But was I good at 4?
SafeMoon is not a top 20 token. No.
Oh, wow!
They're not even top 100 right now.
Wow.
You got ADA, Bitcoin, Ethereum.
But that's not tokens, right? Is there a difference between coins and tokens?
No, what are we doing? Is there a error? We got to replay it? Did I speak wrong or what? Joey, it's up to you.
No.
Yeah, I think token is for smart contracts, and the ones that you mentioned are blue chip cryptos that has their own blockchain, right? So it's
So, all right, Info, I'll give you one more shot then, as I misspoke then. All right.
Gotta do your homework.
The last time I asked it, I think I asked it correctly. My fault. One more shot now. I got one more question. Name me 5 cat coins. Cat tokens or coins. Go.
Okay, that's the easy one, right? That's so blank. Come on, kitty cat, right? Kitty cat. That was a rug.
5 seconds.
I'm gonna remember mine. What I've been in. Top cat. It was like 2 weeks ago, right? Top cat.
Time's up, Info. Sorry.
Okay, man. Those are hard questions, right? Like I don't remember. Like.
That's what I should have asked. How many rugs? Name 5 rugs you've been on.
Oh, I can tell you 5 from today.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, that's the question I should have asked, and everybody would have got it for sure.
Damn it.
Well, that concludes my games I have. I hope everybody enjoyed them. They were thought out well, and again, I like to have a little fun on here, so hope everybody had a good time with that.
Yeah, that was kick-ass.
All right.
That's fun.
So we're going to go to the final word, I guess. My final words on this are, I've been excited about this for quite a long time, how it helps every aspect of BSC, and how, when I launch tokens, of course, everybody asking when marketing or I have a proposal for you. I'm also out looking for people to shill and to call the token and to invest. So this platform really helps every single person in this space become successful. Something that a lot of us haven't been recently is successful because this space has gone to shit. And this token and platform is really, I believe, going to change the game in BSC. And I hope everybody sees that and stays up on the project and invest in this amazing token. That's my final word on it. Thick, you got a final word?
Yeah, no, I'm jacked up with being a freelancer myself. I'm super excited to be able to use the platform.
Sweet. Team, Jawad, Joey, final words that you'd like us to part with?
You want to talk to the one that's sitting in his spot or the real one? I'm kidding.
Yeah, Joey, you look a little different.
Sound different. Joey, you're very quiet. It's very weird. No, he has something to share. He actually pinged his own account to tell me about something. I'll hand over to him. It was a bit odd.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This one is just about other ways to get whitelist spots. As you guys know, this is mostly... Okay. This is mostly, as you guys know, there's always AMAs. If you guys check our groups, you're going to see the schedules. Not all AMAs will be giving away whitelist spots, but most of them. The second one will be a sweep widget, which contains 100 whitelist spots. After getting those taxes done, there is just normal tasks. There's the Twitter account, some links to click on, some votes, and then there's the OG Community Showcase, which we ask the community to change the Telegram name to either include OGToken.io, OG Token launching soon, with the change of the picture, of course, and we'll be giving away 20 whitelist spots based on the Telegram accounts. And for the last one, the Project Hunt competition, Joey is gonna elaborate more on that, since there's a Google link that the information needs to be included there.
Yeah, well, I'll just cut the competition short. not to take everyone's time a bit too much. The Project Hunter competition, basically, it gives out whitelist spot for people who recommend us projects to partner with. So whether it's a successful partnership or not, do send us a proper one that we can get in touch with, contact that you do know with the project owner to see if we can form early partnerships. Of course, we'll still do our due diligence, so there's no guarantee of partnership or if they accept. But if you give us those suggestions, we'll pick 50 lucky winners. I haven't seen too many. I've seen quite a small amount of people there only. So, yeah. You want to talk about the mask? The free mask that we're giving?
Actually, yes. We did make some masks that include our logo and our website for the token and the platform. And we'll be sending it to members of community after registering in our Google link. You just need to share basic information. It will be sent for free. Of course, this is not a must, but it would be nice if the user or the person that receives a mask just takes a picture without showing his identity, without showing his face. You can even wear glasses. We just want to show that that we do have a strong community, especially during this pandemic. And of course, with your consent, we would like to use those pictures in our platform or social media. I think that's all from my side about the masks.
Thank you guys for taking your time to join. I won't explain too much because I've spoken so much. But thanks, guys, for taking your time again. Hope to see you guys real soon. Thanks, OG Prime and team, for hosting us. Sorry you have to go through this extremely long comparing to anyone else.
It's awesome. Greatly appreciated.
Yeah, it was great and informative, and I'm legit super excited for this. It's going to really change the game, and I can't stress that enough to anybody listening that's going to listen to the future AMAs and to this recorded AMA. Follow this token. Follow OG token platform. It's a game changer. I can't stress that enough. Awesome. Well, thank you, Joey, Jawad, OG token. I greatly appreciate it. I'm glad you gave me this opportunity to show you guys off, and excited for the future.
Vice versa. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for having us. Take care, guys.
Thank you for having us today. Take care.
Absolutely.